Just want to get on here real quick and do a quick unboxing video. A lot of people ask me where I get my splitting axe heads from, and almost all of them I get from Australia, the Tasmanian patterns, and I get them in a box like this. I usually get 10 at a time. And the first thing I wanted to show you guys was the postage. That's what it costs to ship 10 axe heads to the United States. That's not the cost of the axe heads. That's what it costs to ship. That's Australian, so it's actually probably like $2.50 US currency. So sometimes people like to disagree on the price of an axe, and they don't really understand why they cost so much. But I mean, this is one of the reasons. And I pay a lot for each head. So let's go ahead and open it. I haven't looked at these yet, and that's another thing is when I buy them, it's not like I can see them in my hand. You know, it's all through pictures, so it's kind of a gamble. Most of the time it works out. The last box I got, there was 2 in there that weren't usable. So you gotta expect something like that every once in a while. I buy from 2 different people in Australia. I just stick with those two guys. And, they have more than what I can buy, you know, so. I paid a little more for these ones because these ones look like they were a little more higher end. The nicer they are, the better shape that they're in, is the more I charge, you know. But the cool thing with getting real nice ones and then some okay ones is it allows me to sell to people that are like on a budget too. If they only want to spend so much, the chances are I'll have something in their price range, you know. If they were all super nice and mint, you know, I'd be charging a lot for them, and then some people can't afford that, you know. So it's kind of nice having to mix it up a little bit. And then if I get really nice ones, I keep them because I'm a collector too, you know. So anything that's super nice and collectible, I'll keep it. So this is kind of what they're looking like. They all come with these little things on them so they don't cut through the box. And then when I ship them out, I put one of these back on me. After I'm done making it, I'll put this thing back on there. That way in shipment, they're not rubbing against the box and cutting through the box and stuff. So yeah, here's the first one. It's a Hi-Test Craftsman 4.5 pounds Tasmanian. Pretty good stamp. Sometimes these have green paint. I don't know if that's like original paint or what, but I've gotten a few of them that had green paint. This one has a square pole. Some of them have a round pole. That's a round pole. That's a square pole. So this is a Elwell 4.5. It's in pretty good shape. I always look to see if it has a full bit, if it hasn't been worn down. A lot of times they're worn down right up here. Here's another Hi-Test Craftsman 4. So they make a 4 and a 4.5. This one's a 4. I always look at the eye. If they're bent or out of shape, that's kind of hard to deal with. Most of these ones so far have been pretty good. Like I said, I buy these all through just pictures, you know. Okay, so this one somebody had hung upside down. You can see how it's all worn down, like somebody had it hung like that. And the reason you can tell this is the top because the eye is bigger on the top than the bottom. So it looks really funky when somebody hangs it upside down, like that shape doesn't look right, you know. And I can fix that by grinding the bit back down to try to hide that. So that one needs a little work. This is the one that everybody wants. This is a real desirable head. It's the Kelly Dandenong. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm pretty sure originally they came red because I've had a few with red paint on them. And this is an Australian one. This is made in Australia. I think the Australian ones are the most desirable. Let's see, there's Australian, there's Canadian ones, and I think there's ones made in England. Most of the time I see the Canadian ones, and then the Australians are probably the most common after that, and then I think the England ones are the most rare because I've only seen a couple of those. So here's another one. Here's another Kelly Dandenong. The stamp is better on this one, but the bit isn't as full. The bit's worn down on the toe up here, but the stamp is nicer. So once I fix this one, this is probably going to be the nicer axe. Oh, okay, so here's one in England. Here's one made in England. Stamped 4, made in England. This one's a little bit smaller. This is a Plum USA. It's a smaller head, I can just tell by looking at it. I'll throw it on the scale real quick. Yeah, 3.5 pounds. Most guys want 4+, so I don't know if this one makes the cut. It's got a Plum stamp USA. A lot of guys like that, but it's only 3.5 pounds, so it's gonna take a special person that's gonna want that one. Here's another 4.5 pound Hi-Test Craftsman. Pretty standard. Square pull. It's got a little bit of mushrooming. So this one needs a little bit of work. Hi-Test Craftsman are probably the most common as far as what I've seen. This one is a gill pin, 4-pound gill pin made in England. These are somewhat rare. I've probably had less than 10 of these. Nice full bit. It's stamped 4. Looks like it weighs right about 4. This one's a gill pin, also 4.5. So that one's a 4. This one's a 4.5. Full bit. A little bit of mushrooming. Not a whole So yeah, that's what a standard box from Australia looks like. I get a box probably once a month or so, and these will keep me busy for a while. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how they come. A lot of people ask where I get them from, and of course I get a price break for buying in bulk. You'll see these things on eBay for, you know, a lot. I mean, Tasmanian patterns axes on eBay go for quite a bit. And so the only way for me to make money is to buy them in bulk. And it is a gamble. You don't really know what you're getting until it gets here, but I got a lot of trust in the two guys that I buy from. So like I said last time, I got two that weren't usable, and he made it up to me. So he gave me a deal on these. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Thanks for watching.